Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Radical Democracy Show. I am your host, Kamala Rose, here to bring you some breaking news. The election has officially been called by the Associated Press for Joe Biden. Decision Desk actually projected Biden to win yesterday, Friday morning. This is Saturday, November 8th. Saturday, November 7th. So Decision Desk had called it yesterday. They projected Biden to win Friday morning. It now has officially been called by the Associated Press. And so just wanted to bring that news to you and also just quickly chat about, what this means for the left moving forward. I am, it was all signs had pointed to Biden winning since the day after the election, since November 4th, really. We could see once those mail-in votes started to be counted, he was on a trajectory to win. So no major surprises there. But of course, we did election experts and analysts that had predicted this idea of the Red Mirage were correct in predicting so. The idea that Donald Trump would look like he had, was in a comfortable place on election night, and by the end of election night, it may have actually looked like Donald Trump was going to win. And then as those mail-in votes began to be counted, they weighed heavily Democratic, probably largely in part due to the fact that Donald Trump spent the last year, saying that the mail-in vote was a sham and was a fraud. And so my thoughts on this is just really, if you're just joining us, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this out far and wide, please. But if you're, and so, nothing, this for me, I personally, I voted green, of course, in this past election, and it's because but I still, sure, listen, I'm glad that Donald Trump lost. I am happy that Donald Trump lost. I'm just not happy that Joe Biden won, is all. It's if they could have both somehow lost, and if that were possible, I would have preferred that, to be honest. And unfortunately, we don't get that. But we can all cheer and yay, Donald Trump is gone. But if you watch my show from yesterday, what we should really know is that Donald Trump is really not going anywhere. For one, this is going to be dragged through the courts. I believe he'll have some standing to challenge. He'll be able to request recounts in some states, because the margins have been so razor thin. In fact, let's take a look at this right now. I will pull up these AP results here so that you can take a look. So there goes. 290 for Joe Biden, 214 for Donald Trump. North Carolina and Alaska are still waiting to tally their votes. What pushed Joe Biden over the top was the votes from the totals coming in from Nevada. Finally, the results being called there, and then in Pennsylvania. And Joe Biden did squeak out a win at the sort of last second there, just pulling out a victory. These are very narrow margins. So we'll take a look at what those margins were here. As you can see, Joe Biden with, again, 290 electoral votes to the 214 so far for Donald Trump. He is expected to pick up North Carolina and Alaska, of course. That finishes with a 50.6% for Joe Biden, 47.7% for Donald Trump. That's about a 3% difference. Polls, all throughout this election, polls were seriously wrong here. Polls had Joe Biden winning the national vote by the time of election day. It was an 8-point difference. Before then, you had it up to, in the days leading up, you had as much as a 10 or 11-point difference nationally. So sorry, that's my dog requesting some water. Sorry, Simba. I'll get you some water here. Here's some water. Sorry, y'all. See, we got to take care of our pets, y'all. All right. Some water, boy. All right. So sorry about that. All right. So ultimately, Joe Biden, it looks like he will win by about 4 million votes in the popular vote. Of course, if you're watching this from any other country, your brain is a little broken right now because you're thinking, well, if he won by 4 million votes, well, then it's obvious. But, unfortunately, we have this electoral college system here in America that is deeply convoluted and hard to explain. And I wouldn't even try right now. But so Joe Biden won by about 4 million votes, which honestly, considering that 23 million more people voted in this election, that is not a significant gain for the Democratic Party. There's something to be said there. Donald Trump garnered, about, what is it, 7 million more votes in this election than in the last election. The Democratic Party garnered about also 7 million more votes this election than last election. So it's Hillary won about a 67 million to about 64 million last time. So Trump actually gained, he gained the same that Biden gained essentially, and the margin is still about a 3% margin difference between the two of them. So that is not significant. Of course, it must be. We must remember that also the Democrats, have lost seats in the House. They lost 5 seats in the House, and they only picked up 1 Senate seat. There is a runoff. There are 2 runoff elections in Georgia. So we'll have to wait for the results of those to know exactly how that all shakes out. But we can see in these swing states how narrow these margins were. You got, a 5,000 vote margin with nearly 5 million votes being cast. You have a 5,000 vote margin. Okay. 5,000 vote margin with nearly 5 million votes cast. That's razor thin. Now, of course, Georgia is a pickup. That is they flipped the state blue here. It does appear, and that is significant, and it must be said that is significant. So, all right. There was also Simba, sit. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Down. Good boy. All right. Hopefully I get him to chill out. All right. So from Georgia, you see the margin there. Of course, Arizona finally has been called. It's been called by the AP, but some outlets are still not calling Arizona yet. So, and there is some talk that it could possibly still swing back to Donald Trump, potentially. Only 90% reporting in Arizona, and Biden is up by about 20,000 votes there. So, Simba, okay, come on. All right, we're not gonna do this too long. All right, Simba, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come say hi. Say hi to the people. Here's Simba, everyone. Say hi to Simba, everyone. All right. You get some puppy in your life. All right. So that's about a 20,000 vote margin in Florida. In Michigan, it was these are not what I wanted to look for. I don't know why they switched to these swing states. Show me the real stuff. Okay. Pennsylvania here, you can see with over nearly 7 million, over 6.5 million votes cast. And you're talking about a 30,000 vote margin with over 6 million votes cast. These are like, what's that, 0.2% difference. So these are razor thin margins. So 0.2%, it was 0.1% margin, 0.1% margin in Georgia. We got in what are some other swing states that were interesting that we had? I don't know. Why am I? What are they doing here? So you can see, Wisconsin was a 20,000 vote margin with over 3 million votes cast. So about a, that's less than 0.1% there. So, sorry, less than 1% margin. So we had some really tight margins here is what we see. And it's unfortunate that even with Donald Trump having, spent the past year, completely failing on the handling of the coronavirus, we're in the midst of Simba, please come on, Simba, back. Hey, all right, I'm gonna have to end the stream soon because of my puppy. Simba, hey, back. I should have got him some water before we started this, and now it's my fault. This is all my fault. Simba, hey, back. Good boy. Out. Come on. Out. Nope. Hey, Simba, back. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to end the stream soon. Sorry. Simba, hey, say hi. Say hi. Come on up. Up here. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. So, just want to say what up to what up. What up says, I've been informed by the boomers that brunch has officially begun. That is correct. That is correct. We got the brunch liberals are ready to check out of politics for the next 4 to 8 years. They don't have to pay attention. No more mean tweets from Donald Trump. So they got nothing to be concerned about anymore. These are the people that I know. I know these people personally, and I know exactly what I expect from them. So no surprises there. Connie says, is Trump still trying to challenge the results? Yes, he is still trying to challenge the results. He's doing everything in his power in order to challenge those results, in fact. And he says that he plans to take it to the courts in Pennsylvania. He's already requested a recount in Wisconsin. I'm sure he'll request a recount in Georgia. So while the election has been called for Joe Biden, it's not totally over yet. It's definitely not totally over yet. We're still going to have to, see how it plays out through the courts. They're right-wing courts, of course. Simba. You're being Simba, come on the other side. You can't be over there. Come on. Back. Come on. Get back. Get back. Come over here, Simba. You got to back that booty up. Come on. Simba, you're knocking everything over here. You can't do that, buddy. You can't do that. All right. Hang out up here and be still. All right. Yes. So that has so Trump will be challenging some of the results, but I'll be honest, aside from the recounts, he definitely has a leg to stand on recounts. He can definitely request recounts when these margins are like some different states have different margins where it either automatically triggers a recount or you can request a recount. And so he has already requested a recount in Wisconsin. I imagine that he'll do the same in some of these other razor thin states. What up to Ben 2K? Ben 2K in the building. Ben says, hey guys, what's up, Ben? We miss you, Ben. We miss you. It's been too long, buddy. So glad to see you, Ben. Ben is our German correspondent. We appreciate you, Ben. Always good to see you. Glad we could do a little earlier episode here with some breaking news so that we can get Ben in the building. Love it, love it, love it. Connie says, I've already seen people trying to rehabilitate Trump's image. Oh my Lord. Don't tell me that, Connie. If you got any links, let me know. Like, that is wild. I got to see that. Like, I thought they would at least wait a few years before he goes on Ellen and starts dancing with Ellen. I figured we have at least 2 years till that happens. So that'll be wild. It'll be fun. It'll be amazing to see if they really are already trying. Connie says, hi, Simba. Simba, you want to say hi? Come over here. He is like trapped in this corner over here. I don't know how he's going to get out. Simba, come here. Get back. Back. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, say hi to Connie. There you go. Simba says hi. Simba says, Simba, speak. Speak. No? Speak. Nope. Okay. He's just going to stand up instead. All right. There he goes. Simba and all his glory. Oh, I love you, boy. I love you. Okay. We're gonna try not to get too distracted here. All right. But where else do you get election results and puppies? Tell me where on the mainstream media you get election results, left-wing analysis, and puppies, damn it. All right. Only here, only at the Radical Democracy Show. All right. So, all right. Good to see all of you. Glad to see all of you. Nice. Ben says he's here. He's there with friends. Say what's up to your friends, Ben 2K. Tell them to subscribe to the channel. And I hope all of you have already hit that like button and shared this out. But honestly, I don't expect this to be too big of a stream here. What I'm starting to notice with the trends of how these streams work, by the way, guys, is that whenever it's like, if it's a major like event, usually that's like popular amongst like the full political spectrum, essentially. Like big events like this, like these streams don't do too well. Because there's so many people streaming out right now about this news. So I really would have to do something to stand out and also have a following already. So yeah, Connie says no puppies on MSNBC. -1 out of 10. Absolutely. So we do it big here. So yeah, so like what's next for the left from here is, for me, I'm getting real fed up with electoral politics and this BS, and playing these games with electoral politics. I mean, I'm not saying concede all electoral politics and walk away and not do anything. But what I am saying is that the left needs to start getting serious about a strategy beyond just electoral politics, because if this is all we have to offer people, this is not promising. This is not hopeful. Joe Biden is going to take up 4 years of our time. He's going to have a Republican-controlled Senate. He's going to use that as an excuse for why he's not able to accomplish any policy, even though he really just doesn't want to accomplish any policy. And we are going to see a hellscape of bipartisanship. I promise you, of corporate bipartisanship. We are going to see the hellscape of it under these times. So, I am not, I can't, you're not going to see excitement from me right now. Like, sure, I'm glad Donald Trump lost. That is a good thing. For me, from the tiny little glass, 1% full of this is that, like, from now on, the Trumpists, when they see me, these racist people, they can't just like cut me off in the road and then scream Trump at me and drive away. Like I've literally had happen to me before. So Trump became the new N-word, apparently. And so I'm, I won't miss that part of it, and I'm glad to see that go. But I don't think Trump is all the way gone. I don't think he's all the way gone. I think they'll still have 50% of the country voted for him, y'all. Look at this. Like, look at these numbers. 70 million people in this country voted for this dude. Like, let's not kid ourselves. All right. 70 million. What is that? Let me do some quick math here. 25% of the entire country, 25% of all people in the country, and damn near half of the electorate. Half of the people that vote in this country are Trump supporters. Okay. So the idea that we're going to get a whole bunch accomplished through electoral politics just doesn't seem that likely to me. And let's be real. We got two parties, and we have two capitalist parties. Neither of these parties are for socialism. And in fact, man, in some ways, you got the Democratic Party almost as, if not more, hostile towards socialism than the Republican Party. Like, Biden was running on the I beat the socialist, just spitting on the left as much as he could. And so the idea that these people represent us is so fake. I live in Massachusetts. We have an 80% democratically controlled legislature, and they will not lift a ban on rent control in the middle of a global pandemic and an economic depression where people are being kicked out of their homes at record rates. And we can't put with rent prices rising, you can't put you can't lift a ban on rent control in the middle of a pandemic with rent prices. We're going to let people jack prices on rents. Are you kidding me? So getting this idea that just go get Democrats elected or get the better Democrats elected. Like, AOC was mama bearing Nancy Pelosi and, telling everybody they got to give up their vote immediately after Bernie conceded. AOC immediately said, all right, I'm voting for Joe Biden. And they literally asked her, no matter what, you're going to vote blue no matter who? And she said, yes. And I don't need to play the clip. I played it on yesterday's show. I'm not going to play it again. For AOC, Brianna Joy Gray, breaking down why that vote blue no matter who rhetoric is all it does is places us in a position of political capture where they know that they have our votes, and so they don't have to do anything to earn our votes anymore. They don't have to put forth any policies that actually benefit the groups that they have politically captured. And Black people are one of those groups that they have politically captured in the Republican Party. They know they're getting the Black vote in the Republican Party, and in the Democratic Party. I apologize. Freudian slip there. We have, nominally we have two major parties, but we really have one major corporate party in this country. And so, Joe Biden wins. Yay. We can all celebrate. No more Donald Trump, right? Not quite. We know Donald Trump, his Twitter still works. He's got 70 million people lining up behind him still, and some of these people are some of the craziest motherfuckers in our country. And he's got all these people still lined up, 70 and a half million people, record turnout for the Republican Party here. The most people that have ever voted for a Republican candidate voted for Trump. All right, let's just be clear about this stuff and not kid ourselves. So, all right, that is the news. That's the breaking news. Joe Biden has officially won the election. And I think I'm going to sign off because I don't got much else to say other than, I just think that the left. Oh, I do got something else to say. This game that we keep playing, it's getting really tired, and I'm getting really tired of it. And so my focus for, in the future, moving forward, is on building democracy in the workplace, because we do not have democracy in our political system. If you think that this is democracy, do any of the people watching here, believe that Joe Biden represents the values that they support? Really? The segregationist, white supremacist, xenophobe. You want me to pull up videos of Joe Biden saying the same damn thing as Donald Trump about, Mexican drug dealers, and they're bringing crime, and we need, even if we build a wall, 70 feet high, he's talking about. So, he's got that record. He was the same person telling, DACA recipients in the middle of this election that if they don't like him, they can just go vote for Donald Trump. If you don't like me, then just go vote for Donald Trump. And that's all. They know they can do that. That's what's called political capture. They know you got nothing over in the other party. So they know they don't have to offer you but the absolute least. And then you'll have to vote for them. And so I'm just getting really fed up with this. I've been doing this my whole life. Nothing has goddamn changed for me or anybody that I care about, really. Their lives have not improved, whether it's under a Democrat, whether it's under a Republican, and I'm getting fed up with it. And this idea, this is not a democracy. This electoral college nonsense, that's not democracy. That's not how democracy works. Democracy is one person, one vote on all decisions affecting a person. That's democracy. We're building democracy right here at Radical Democracy. We believe in real democracy. If you really believe in democracy, the first place that you would enact democracy would be in the workplace, which is where the majority of adults spend the majority of their waking lives, right? So if you really believe in democracy, you'd be fighting for democracy there. But I see a whole bunch of people telling me, "Oh, you gotta fight for this democracy." But I don't see a democracy here. This doesn't feel like democracy for me. I had two options, and neither of them really represented my values. There's no representative democracy here. If 5% of the electorate votes for a third party, we don't get 5% of those people members in Congress or anything like that. It's the first past the post. It's all set up to be a two-party system. Simba, if you are doing any, hold on one second, y'all. I gotta literally check. What are you chewing on? What are you chewing on, dude? Oh, okay, that's fine. Man, when Simba gets fussy, he is no joke. Simba, you want to come over here and hang out with me? Simba, oh man, he's stuck over there. Yay, good boy. You want to come over here? Yeah, put that down. Here. He's like, not if you're taking that away from me. Okay. So, yeah, I think that what we need to do is build democracy in the workplace. Focus on that. If we're talking about electoral politics and we're not talking about, getting socialists elected, fighting for socialist policies, and no more of this compromising. We have to compromise before we even begin the negotiations. We've already totally compromised our position to defending the ACA. We've got 0% chance of Medicare for all passing under Joe Biden's presidency. Hear me now, quote me later, okay? 0% chance of 0% chance that we have get Medicare for all passed, that we get a Green New Deal passed. I would be shocked if we even get legalizing cannabis after damn near every state has legalized cannabis. You know who won the 2020 election for real? Drugs won the 2020 election. Check around the country. We got legalized, psilocybin treatment. We've got decriminalized, psychedelics in a state. We got, more states expanded to pass recreational and medical marijuana. So drugs won, and it's a damn good thing that drugs won, because we're going to need a whole lot of them for a Joe Biden, Kamala Harris presidency, y'all. All right. We're going to need a ton of drugs. All right. So I'm happy for drugs winning the 2020 election. And I support that for sure. I believe it was it Oregon. Oregon, they decriminalized all hard drugs. I love that. I absolutely love that. All right. So yeah, that's exciting to me. Brian Dew says DC is like a giant party right now. Cars all honking, huge parties in the street. I'm telling you, get ready, y'all. This is the last mass gatherings of liberals we are going to see for the next 4 to 8 years. All right. So get ready for it. All right. We are not going to see people out in the streets like this. All right. Until 2024 or beyond. All right. So you better go out and say bye to all your liberal friends out there that are in the streets partying and honking and chilling and laughing it up and yucking it up, because this is the last we're going to hear from them. They're all set. They're complacent. Their lives are fine. They're good. They're good. And all these liberals that I know, their lives are just fine. All right. Who needs to be worried? Us. We the poor, the marginalized, that's who needs to be concerned here. Brian Dew says, but I heard the second wave of the Spanish/Kansas flu was caused when people took to the streets to celebrate the end of World War I. Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you for saying that, clarifying here is that it's not really the Spanish flu. It's if we're going to call it anything, it should be called the Kansas flu because it originated on a farm in Kansas. But of course, through, xenophobia, we do this thing where we call it the China virus, Donald Trump trying to, the China virus, which is why Asian Americans voted in historic numbers. They increased their voter turnout by, let me see what the numbers were, 327% voter turnout increase, according to exit polls. 1.1 million Asian Americans voted in 2016. 4.7 million voted in 2020. That is a 327% increase. All right. So over 4 times the people, all right, over 4 times the people voted in this last election. That is significant. All right. That is massive. Latino voters had a massive increase, 63.5% increase from 2016 to 2020. That is massive. So, that's incredible. That really is incredible to me. But the sad thing is that all that voting, what the hell is it going to do for people? Really? You tell me how much your lives have improved in the next 4 years, other than, again, you don't have to deal with the mean tweets from the president. I promise you, there will still be mean tweets. There will still be mean tweets from Donald Trump. Donald Trump's base will still be out there alive and kicking. Donald Trump is going to have outsized power in the Republican Party for the next few elections. He is going to be a kingmaker in the Republican Party. I promise you that. So don't think that Donald Trump is going away. Did Hillary Clinton go away? Did Hillary go away after she lost? No, she was on book tours and doing documentaries. You don't think there's going to be a Donald Trump documentary? Like, who are we kidding? He's not going anywhere, folks, right? So let's just be wary of that. And also strategize, organize, but build local dual power. Focus on building dual power. Check out the Black Socialists in America. Stop playing games with electoral politics and thinking that is right now they've narrowed the concept of democracy down to the idea of just voting in elections every 2 to 4 years. That's how narrow the concept of democracy is in this country. If you want real democracy, if you give a damn about real democracy, fight for democracy in the workplace. Start fighting for democracy in the workplace and do it however you can. If you're watching this show right now, you're supporting democracy in the workplace because we are building a democratic workplace here. Oh, and big news and a big announcement. We reached our goal. We crossed our goal on coffee to get a mic for Tammy. So we ordered that mic this morning. Shout out to everyone that contributed. Thank you to all of you. Brian is one of them that contributed. X, Steve Alvarez, What Up America, FL. Thank you to all of you for your contributions. And then shout out to our entire Patreon community. You literally just keep the lights on around here and keep everything running. So you're the reason that we can do this stream in 1080p. That's our Patreon community and the support that they provide for us. So shout out to our Patreon community as well. We need more Patreon patrons. If you're not already signed up, I need you to do so right now. I need you to head over to patreon.com/radical democracy and please sign up. Links are in the description box below. $1 a month. That's all we're asking for. Independent Black left media. If you want to support democracy in the workplace, please sign up for just $1 a month. And I promise you, it'll be worth it. You'll bump up that support eventually because you'll just like what you get from us here. I promise you that. You can also leave us a one-time tip on coffee, ko-fi.com/radical democracy. Links again in the description box below. So I won't hold us up too long. I see we got some folks in the building here. Shout out to everyone that showed up today. Like I said, I won't hold us up too long. If you got any comments, leave them in the chat there. If you're watching this after the fact, just drop a comment below. Brian Dew says, so be careful, party people. And yeah, that is a really wild one, because like Brian was saying, the second wave of the Kansas flu, the 1918 flu, apparently happened when people took to the streets to celebrate the end of World War I. So a bunch of our liberal friends are about to be out there running around, possibly spreading some coronavirus. So yes, please be careful out there, people. You can celebrate today, but I just look forward to seeing where these people are, when the fight really starts. And again, you're gonna see less and less electoral politics, horse race garbage being covered on the show, and more substantive economic left, cosmopolitan left, news coverage, topics being covered. We are working on an episode for surrounding sex work. We want to talk about sex work and the left position to take on sex work. No pun intended. You see what I did there, y'all? That was pretty good, right? That was pretty good. All right. So what's the proper left position to take on that? And where we stand on the issue of sex work. Obviously, come on, you all know that I support sex work, and we support sex work here. So, we want to talk about that. We hope to actually get have a sex worker on to be interviewed and to discuss. So we want someone from the community and, to help represent the community. And also we want to do an episode on sex positivity, like to do an episode on body positivity, just these left issues that I want to focus on more, doing maybe a bit more on deep dives. Ranked choice voting just failed in Massachusetts. So I'd really like to do a breakdown of ranked choice voting so that we can hopefully, start to push the conversation on that, because I think that that's a real way to start to build, political power for the left. And so I think ranked choice voting would be important. Focusing on following along with the People's Party movement. Simba, come here. He's just here, something outside. Come on, Simba, you want to come say hi? Come say hi. Over here. Oh. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. All right. So Brian Dew says PBS News Hour is live streaming the celebration in BLM Plaza in DC. If you want to check it out after the stream, we can check it out right now. I will pull up the PBS News Hour right now for us, and we can check it out right now. I actually, Tammy and I were interviewed by the PBS News Hour over the summer, and if you Google PBS News Hour, Tammy Kamala, you'll find the article. It's that easy. But yeah, I'll take us over to these celebrations here. Let's take a look. I gotta lower the volume on this because it's so loud. All right, hold up real quick. We'll check out those celebrations going on. Oh yay! All right, so we can see some folks celebrating, as Brian pointed out. This is on PBS News Hour. And you got folks out here celebrating. I'm looking through the crowd. I'm seeing a lot of white people, but I guess that should be expected in America. Seeing a lot of white people here, a lot of white folks out there, but I'm sure it's all mixed up in there. But a lot of white people. But yeah, they got something to celebrate. I don't, not so much. All right, so Mark McKeever says, damn, got here late. Woohoo! We elected a Republican in Joe Biden. Yay! We got a Republican president. We elected an accused rapist, a segregationist, white supremacist who fathered the crime bills that brought about mass incarceration in this country. So yay, super exciting, y'all. Thanks for the comment, Mark. Appreciate that. Brian Dew says the crowds are huge. As you can see, the crowds are huge here. Lots of people, lots of liberals out here to celebrate. Get ready, as Brian Dew said in our Discord server, everyone get ready for the centrists to begin dancing on our graves here on the left. You can trust and believe they will be spitting and shitting all over us for the foreseeable future. X says good morning X, good morning to you. It's afternoon here for us, but good morning to you over in Hawaii. Everyone is appreciating Mark's comment there. Brian says it's very, very white. Yes, that is absolutely correct. It is very, very white out there. Whiting for Biden. Whiting for Biden. Yes, so that's what it looks like out there. I'm gonna dip the volume down on this real quick for us because it's super loud. All right, so that y'all can hear me okay over it. But yeah, so oh shit, yeah. X says off to a great start with no social distancing. Yeah. Luckily, because it is, honestly, I will give it to them, because they're liberals, at least they are wearing masks, at least, so for them, I see at least 90% of people are wearing masks out here. I do see a guy right down here with his mask just hanging down. He's got it at his chin. So we get a few of those, from time to time. But I would say by and large, I would say it's like 99% of the people that I see wearing masks. But even with the mask on, they're not 100%. And when you're standing that close, there's going to be some spread. So Jalarco Jones says, I wish I was a neo-lib centrist hack so I could celebrate too, but instead I'm stuck in Trumpistan where everyone is crying and I'm a progressive, so fuck Biden. Yeah, like I seriously, I do. It must feel nice to be a centrist right now, right? Like you got something to be excited about here. Like these people, I'm serious, like they are just celebrating like my demise as far as I see it. Like I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. So Brian Dew says LOL at the Russia sign. I didn't see that. Russiagate still a thing. Shaking my damn head. I wish I saw it. I didn't catch it. What the hell did they say? Lord, what are they still saying? Oh, Putin must be upset. That is his buddy. Like, get the hell out of here with this Russiagate nonsense. How did that Russiagate thing work out? Like, did we hand over the reins of the country to Russia? Like, did any of it hold up? The answer is no. The answer is a big fat no. Jalarco Jones says, I'm still celebrating a little bit though, not gonna lie, it's a crazy feeling. No, honestly, like I said, I'm happy that Donald Trump lost. I'm sad that Joe Biden won. So those are competing issues, competing failings for me. I didn't want Donald Trump. I don't want Donald Trump as the president. I don't think that he's a good president. He's terrible. He's awful. He's terrible for marginalized communities. But I just don't think that Joe Biden's going to do a damn thing to change that or to significantly shift that for any marginalized people. And so, sure, I'm happy Donald Trump lost, but you know what? These people weren't out in the streets, and we got no police. No police reform, no defunding of a single police organization across the country. We didn't have a net 1% decrease in police funding, but none of these people were out there. None of these people were out there. They weren't riled up enough. They didn't have enough. It wasn't important enough for them to be out there. But Joe Biden getting elected, potentially winning the presidency, that's enough for these people to show up. Like that's what these people show up for. They don't show up when it matters. They're not going to show up when it counts for us, but they'll show up to go and celebrate this little, fake cosmetic, victory for liberals here, so that's what I worry about. X says, now what's next for Trump? One more giant tantrum to play us out? Yeah, Trump is not done. He is not going anywhere. Simba, why are you trying to escape this room? Come here. Come hang out. Come here. All right, Simba being so yeah, what's next for Trump? I honestly think he's going to fight this out to the last second. He is not. See, if we had Democrats that were a little stronger on this issue, like if Al Gore had held out and hadn't conceded the election, he ultimately won the election and he should have won, but he conceded before it was actually done. So I don't blame Trump. I'm not going to blame Trump because that would be unprincipled to me to blame Trump for not conceding a razor thin election like this. He shouldn't concede yet. Wait till all the recounts happen. Wait till the the final votes are counted. Wait till the recounts happen, because I would be saying the same damn thing if it was Bernie Sanders and he was down by he was down by some razor thin margin. So let's be principled, folks, right? And accept that yes, Donald Trump is going to fight this out, but so should we. So should we have. And so I'm not mad at Donald Trump for that. I'm happy. Good. That's your legal recourse. Use your legal recourse. If once he exhausts all of that legal recourse, he absolutely must. Simba, he's tearing down my soundproofing right now. So Simba, please don't be a troublemaker. So yes, I think that what's next for him is a fight through the court system. He will, he'll hold out on conceding. He's not going to concede until it's absolutely 100% clear. But I do think that ultimately he will have to concede, because what the hell, like that will get me out there, like I do not, and we all need to be real about this, whether we support Joe Biden or not. If Donald Trump refuses to concede this election, we all must be out there, right? We cannot just let an authoritarian take control over our democracy. That is absolutely not going to happen. I will not let that happen. And so we must all be committed to going out there together and fighting against that, to have him removed from office, because we cannot accept any authoritarian taking over our democracy. I refuse to. You should refuse to. And so, yes, that will be the one thing that will get me out there, supporting, Joe Biden in any way, shape, or form is Simba, don't be a bad boy. Be a good boy. He's just thirsty, y'all. I got to get this boy some water. I got to get him some water. He is fussing. He's fussing. So, all right, let's see what else we got. Brian Du says, yes, Jalarco. Yeah, Jalarco nailed it last night. It's good to celebrate Donald Trump losing, even if it comes with Biden winning. Exactly. Like I'm totally okay and in favor of us, celebrating that. I'm going to turn this volume down completely now. We can still see what's going on there, but I think that's, let me know if that's okay with y'all, or if y'all want to keep that audio on there. Let me try this too. Yeah, let's do this. So hopefully y'all can see that, and that's okay. I think you can. That'll be fine. So let's I totally agree with Jalarco from last night, and that this is an okay way to be, right? We are happy that Donald Trump has lost, just not excited that Joe Biden won, right? Like I would be, y'all don't even want to know. Y'all don't even want to have seen me if Bernie Sanders was the nominee, as he should have been, and won this election. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this stream right now, because I'd be out in the streets right now dancing. I don't even know what. It would be a celebration unlike any other for me. So, I get it. Let the centrists have their fun, because this is the last time that we're going to see them in any sort of, mass gathering of any sort that is, politically related mass gathering. They're done. They're celebrating the fact that they can go back to brunch. They're celebrating the fact that they can finally go back to their comfortable lives. All right. So let them celebrate. Let them be happy there. All right. So let's see what else, what other comments we got. Jalarco says, X, he's going to pull some petty shit, but I truly believe that's what's left of the Republican leadership. That what's left of the Republican leadership will rein him in to prevent further embarrassment. Yes, you already got Fox News, the Wall Street Journal, and the New York Post, which are all owned by Rupert Murdoch, who is a Trump supporter. These are, conservative right-wing outlets, and they all have come out on record saying that Donald Trump needs to concede this election, if once the votes are done being counted. So they, or once the election has been called, essentially, that he needs to concede. So I think that I'll be shocked, but pleasantly shocked, to be honest, if he concedes, today or before this weekend is over. I honestly, I could see him not conceding until he drives it through the courts, which honestly, again, I think that I would, if given that these margins are so razor thin, I don't blame him for that. All right, I don't blame him for that. Al Gore conceded the election too soon, and then he ultimately handed over the presidency to the Republican Party. He ultimately, when the ballots were finally counted in Florida, he won, right? He had finally won, right? But it was too late. He had already conceded the election. They had already called it. He had already conceded, and it was over. And there was no recourse for him. There was nothing for him to do at that point. So, yeah, I think that, I don't want to see people, I wouldn't want to see somebody I supported conceding before it was absolutely clear. All the votes were done being counted, or it was very clear that that they had won. So just being principled and trying to be honest there. Mark McKeever says the rhetoric has already started blaming socialism for the thin win for Dems. Yep, I saw it already. AOC laid it out well in a series of tweets. The real reason for the lame game Dems underperforming in this election. Absolutely. They underperformed because they did really poorly with Latinos, to be honest. They lost a lot of the Latino vote, and it's because they had nothing real to offer that community. They dipped on white women. White women moved to Trump in this election. So white women were the most significant shift to Trump. So, just from a numbers wise, that was the largest group that moved over to Trump. And so, yeah, white women, shifting over. And overall, as we saw from our coverage last night, if you watch our coverage from last night, Juan Gonzalez from Democracy Now!, he reported this out and explained that white people underperformed in this election. It was white voters who underperformed in this election. So that's the reality. Not socialism. It's not because of socialism. Socialism had nothing to do with it. The Republicans ran on socialism the entire time. It didn't move the needle one bit. All right. So man, I'm just seeing all these people. They're so happy, man. And I'm just like, what are we so with their Biden Harris shirts on? So I get these people. All right. So yes, I think that I've seen it a bunch. I saw a Fox News piece where they were somebody was on trying to blame socialism for the razor thin margins here, but it wasn't socialism. If anything, socialism would have widened that gap, immensely for the Democrats, because those those quote unquote socialist policies, not my form of socialism at all. They're socially democratic policies. If anything, they can blame social democracy, not socialism, because that's all that Bernie was ever running on, was social democracy. First off, okay, and that's all that we ever talk about in this country is social democracy. You don't hear anybody talking about democratizing the workplace. No freaking politician is talking about that seriously and making that the focus of their campaign. So nobody was talking about my form of socialism for sure. 21st century socialism, democratic socialism. Nobody was talking about that. Everyone was talking about social democracy. And that is a winning message because the policies are popular amongst the electorate. All right. Those are wildly popular policies. Amongst Democrats, 88% support Medicare for all. Okay. 88%, 80%, you got, I think it's over 85% support for the Green New Deal. All right. Majority support in the country for Green New Deal. Majority support across Republicans, Independents, Democrats, majority support for Medicare for all. And they were polling that in exit polls during the election in states that Joe Biden won, even in states that Bernie didn't win, that Joe Biden won. Medicare for all was got a majority vote in those exit polls. So majority of the population is in support of Medicare for all, and even in those places where Joe Biden won. So, but you know what's going to happen? The Democrats are going to turn around and going to say, "Look, this was a mandate. We ultimately won by we got 300 electoral votes." I literally read an article that called 300 electoral votes a landslide victory. They called 300 electoral votes for Joe Biden. They call that a landslide victory. You can only get 270. It's literally like almost as narrow. He damn near did it. A 270 to 268 margin. All right. The idea that this was a landslide victory is absolute nonsense. This was not a landslide. There's no mandate here for Joe Biden. All that happened, this is an anti-Trump vote. Okay. This was an anti-Trump vote. That's it. And then we shouldn't read any further beyond that. This vote was a vote against Donald Trump and not for anything that Joe Biden has to offer, because Joe Biden doesn't have anything to offer. He's not offered a damn thing to anybody, all right, except we're going to maintain the status quo. And the status quo, I like Donald Trump had one great line from the debates with Joe Biden. He said, "Hey, who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages, Joe?" Joe Biden and Barack Obama built the cages that those asylum seekers and refugees are locked up and caged in. Joe Biden built those damn cages. So this idea that anything's going to fundamentally change for anyone is utter bullshit. And let's just call it what it is. All right. So, all right. So Brian Dew says, I don't know if this is obvious from the video, but the White House is just off screen to the right. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. They're out there. That's good for them. All the centrists, they, again, they can go out there, they can celebrate, they can be happy today. Poor people will still be poor. Homeless will still be homeless. 50,000 people are still going to die every year without health insurance under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. 500,000 or more a year will go bankrupt because of medical expenses. As we saw from the 2019 poverty report from the U.S. Census Bureau, there were 7 million people pushed into poverty just last year alone because of medical expenses. So that's going to continue to happen. The police brutality will continue to ravage Black America. Cash bail will still exist. Like these ICE concentration camps will not be shut down. Private prisons will still go on, ticking. There's no fundamental change is going to happen for anybody. I don't even know I will be so surprised if we even get a minimum wage hike to $15. I bet if we even manage to get a federal minimum wage hike, I bet we don't even pull off $15. And that will be pathetic. Okay. And I don't even trust that we're going to get any federal wage increase. We didn't get a 1 cent increase under 8 years of Barack Obama and Joe Biden. So why the hell should I believe that we're going to get a 1 cent increase under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? I just don't buy it. I'd like to have hope. I want to hope. Don't have a whole bunch of it. Sorry. Jalarco says, hey, admins, I still need a Discord link. Please and thank you. We will do that. Let me jot that down. The trouble, Jalarco, is that when you sign up on Patreon, it's super simple for us, not going to lie. It's really easy on Patreon because Patreon reminds us of, it tells us everyone who signed up that we haven't given that benefit to. Unfortunately, we have to kind of do it manually for the other platforms. So for Coffee, we got to do it manually. So, I want to get one to FL too. So FL, if you listen to this and you hear me, let us know if you can send us an email address that we can get. I'm going to see what it looks like, but I got to get you a link and I got to find out, Jalarco. I might have to reach out on Coffee or somewhere to get an email address for you. Feel free to email me at radicaldemocracynow@gmail.com if you want to, just so that I have your email address so that we can send it to you directly. But otherwise, we'll find a way. We'll be in touch and we'll find a way, Jalarco. We'll definitely get that over to you. So let me just finish jotting that. All right. So I will absolutely do that after the show. I will work on that. So you got it, dude. So sorry for the delay on that. We will absolutely make that happen. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, dang. I forgot to write down. I'll add you. If you can find me on Facebook really easy, Jalarco. You'll find me. Just look me up. Kamali Rose. I'm the only person with that name in this world. So literally just search my name and just add me and friend request me. And I'm happy to, to add you on Facebook. So, make that happen. Do that. And I'll definitely add you. So, definitely awesome. I love to see the camaraderie. Definitely love to see it. X says Donnie has to get his way. Wow. And Mark McKeever says that's up to the star of the show who gets a Discord invite. Yes. Ben 2K. Wait, you don't have a Discord invite, Ben? That can't be right, Ben. You definitely should have been added to the Discord. We must have sent it to you on Patreon. Something's up, Ben. We absolutely intended to get you a Discord link. I thought you were already in the Discord. I'm so sorry, Ben. So I'm adding you to the list here, as well. Ben 2K. You got it, Ben. You are absolutely get a Discord link. I'm so sorry, Ben, that you didn't get one already. That was totally unintentional. I seriously thought that we had sent you one. I deeply apologize for that. Brian Dew says lots of people in DC just got really good jobs. Yeah, exactly. The consulting class they are the ones celebrating today, the consultant class. And I cannot wait to see how Joe Biden staffs his administration with Wall Street executives and real estate industry execs and fossil fuel execs. And I just cannot wait to see it. It is going to be so, AOC ain't getting no goddamn position in a Joe Biden administration. Let's be real. Bernie Sanders, you ain't getting no goddamn position in a Joe Biden administration. And even if you did, I don't know that you would have any impact whatsoever ultimately. So absolutely. Brian says the top people in Biden think tanks get jobs in the administration, and then the lower people in those think tanks move up. Absolutely. This is the cycle. This is the never-ending cycle of DC. All right. The consulting class, they did everything they could. They lobbied, they got their, those millions spent on this, and they're happy. They're happy today. All right. They got something to be excited about. We don't. All right. These people, again, unless they're just a brunch liberal class, maybe they all are, but they don't got anything to be excited about. If they really care about poor people, black people, indigenous people, trans people, gay people, if you really care about people, you don't have anything to truly be happy about today, all right? To truly substantive. If you care about substantive material changes for people's lives, material improvements for people's lives, you got nothing to be excited about. Now, again, yes, we can celebrate. Donald Trump sucks and he's annoying, but he ain't going nowhere, y'all. He ain't going nowhere, all right? And yes, it's nice that he's no longer the president of the United States. That's something to be happy about, sure. He loses some power, but by and large, the administrations are going to be staffed the same damn way. Just watch down. At least I'm more excited that Stephen Miller is gone than Donald Trump. Like, I seriously think that Stephen Miller was a bigger threat to human beings in this country than Donald Trump ever could be. So yes, I'm celebrating the loss, the end of Stephen Miller. That is the one thing I can truly be excited about. Mark McKeever says you have to read the Trump campaign statement that they just released. Okay, we do have to read that. Let's see. I will pull that up. Let me know if y'all got any good links we need to check out right now, or if anybody comes, if anybody see, if Biden speaks or anything like that, let me know and we will go over. We can cut over to that. Now, is this? They just released. All right, let me see. It sucks because I can't actually click the link, which is super annoying. All right, let me see if I can find it. It's at WTRF. I wish there was a way for me to oh, you know what? Maybe if I go over to YouTube, I can catch it over there. Let me see. I think I'll be able to. Oh, wow. I just pulled up the video and I look so stupid right there where, sorry. Which jackass downvoted this? Fuck the centrist that thumbs down this video. Fuck you, centrist. All right. I know you're a centrist. All right, you asshole. Or maybe it was a Trumper. Maybe it was a Trumper. All right, let's pull this up. 1 second. I'm pulling it up here. All right. Give me 1 second. Everybody hit the like button. If you haven't already hit the like button, hit the like button right now. Hit that like button. So hit that like button down below if you haven't done so already. Okay. All right. So let me pull up this other link here. What do we got? We got statement. All right. Here we go. Statement from President Donald J. Trump on Biden win. Here we go. All right. So I'm just going to read it out. This is from WTRF.com. All right. So it says, sorry, just lining it up here. We all know why Joe Biden is rushing to falsely pose as the winner and why his media allies are trying so hard to help him. They don't want the truth to be exposed. The simple fact is this election is far from over. Joe Biden has not been certified as the winner of any states, let alone any of the highly contested states headed for mandatory recounts or states where our campaign has valid and legitimate legal challenges that could determine the ultimate victor. In Pennsylvania, for example, our legal observers were not permitted meaningful access to watch the counting process. Legal votes decide who is president, not the news media. Beginning Monday, our campaign will start prosecuting our case in court to ensure election laws are fully upheld and the rightful winner is seated. The American people are entitled to an honest election. That means counting all legal ballots and not counting any illegal ballots. Okay, illegal ballots. Here he goes with these frigging illegal ballots. Like, shut the, like, he needs to cut this shit out with these illegal ballots, all right? This is the only way to ensure the public has full confidence in our election. It remains shocking that the Biden campaign refuses to agree with this basic principle, and wants ballots counted even if they are fraudulent, manufactured, or cast by ineligible or deceased voters. That is absolutely patently false. There's no indication that it's just his bullshit. You know, this is just false here. So let's call him on his bullshit here. Only a party engaged in wrongdoing would unlawfully keep observers out of the count room and then fight in court to block their access. I don't know any of that is true. Other than the fact that, like, we should wait until the ballots are certified, everything's certified, and we have the vote certified so that we should know that the person, we shouldn't get presidents elected that didn't actually get the most votes. Like, and beyond that, like, let's be real, like Joe Biden, I don't even care. Joe Biden's the winner as far as I'm concerned because he won the damn popular vote too. So he's the damn winner of the election. Like, he's won the popular vote clearly, and he's damn near got enough of the electoral votes officially to win. He's clearly the winner of this election. Whatever, Donald Trump can keep fighting. But we do have the convoluted electoral system. It is how it works. If Bernie was down in the popular vote, but winning in the electoral system, and that's the damn system that we've been using the whole time, I would fight for that stupid ass system to continue to be upheld because that's the system that we've been using the whole damn time. So we got to, until we, agree that we're not going to use that system anymore, then that's the system we got to base it off of. So he goes on to say, so what is Biden hiding? I will not rest until the American people have the honest vote count they deserve and that democracy demands. No, this is not democracy, buddy, because if it was the vote count that democracy demanded, dude, you lost by 4 million votes. Okay, you're done. Like, you're done, dude, you're done. So I only marginally agreed with some of the beginning of that statement where he said, count the votes, make sure that it's all legal, it's all counted, not the bullshit illegal votes. Like, there's no, but voter fraud. They did a study. I forget who did a study, if it was Yale, who did this study on voter fraud. And they sifted through like over 1 billion ballots, and they found like a handful of cases of voter fraud. And those cases were like caught. They were all caught and like, prosecuted. Who thinks it's worth it to go vote twice, to risk your a black woman accidentally voted in the, like, after she was like registered in another state or something, or it was some convoluted thing where she didn't even mean to. She voted by, like, not realizing she had been disenfranchised or something, and that she shouldn't have voted in an election. And she voted, and she got 5 years in jail. She's in jail right now. She's in jail, this black woman, for voting. And so, it's just it blows my mind that people could still talk about voter fraud as this is a real thing. It's just not a real thing. Who's gonna risk their freedom to go vote for just a second vote? Like, that's gonna make a damn difference in these elections. Like, you would have to do that at a mass scale of people. No individual people are gonna do that. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. You could not get enough people together where you could make that plan without somebody along the way being like, yo, I'm snitching on y'all. Like, what the hell are you talking? I'm snitching. Like, what are y'all talking about? We ain't doing this. We ain't about to commit mass voter fraud. It just ain't a thing. So he can cut the shit about illegal ballots. I don't respect that in any way. So yes. All right. So Tammy being bold with that link there in the Discord, in the chat. That was bold, Tammy. So Jalarco and Ben2K, look in the I don't know if you can still hear us, Ben2K. The problem is, Tammy, I think Ben2K said he has us on mute because he's hanging with friends, so he might not be here. So please do not touch that Discord link. If we're gonna have to bump you out if you haven't contributed yet. I don't think there's anyone here that would do such thing or would even think of it. But we will kick your ass out of the Discord if you haven't actually supported the show financially. I'm sorry, but it's a lot to manage. In order to do the Discord, it requires that, we take up time out of our day to read through. I try to read every single thing that gets said in there, really. So I try to at least read everything. So that takes up time out of my day. I want to be paid for my labor, essentially, but to manage and to upkeep it requires labor, and so we need to be paid for that labor. And so I don't think it's a big ask, $5 one time to become a member of the Discord. So Ben 2K, no worries, but just hit that link. Also, Jalarco Jones, there's a link in the chat for you. So please just use that link. Ben 2K says he's in. Awesome. Thank you. Glad to have you in with us. Jalarco Jones, please hit that link in the chat there. There's a link in there for you. There's a second link for you. So just hit that link and sign up for the Discord. You're in. All right, buddy. Thank you so much for your support. We deeply, deeply appreciate it. If anybody else would like to join our Discord server, all you got to do is contribute $5 on either Ko-fi or Patreon. Become a $5 member on Patreon. Sign up for $5 a month. We immensely appreciate it. It's the only way the show is going to be able to continue. The only way that I can eventually do the show full time is if we get, we're going to have to get thousands. We have to get enough that I can support myself financially just off of that. And so you have to pay taxes off of it. So I'd seriously need at least $2,000 pledged a month in order to do this full time, nothing but this. And I would love to do that. That is my dream. I know we're years away from that. Like, honestly, it will probably take us 2 years or more to get to that point. And, in the meantime, I am going to have to get a job, and I'm going to have to slow down the channel. And that's why I think it'll take around 2 years, because I'm going to have to get a job soon. In fact, unemployment has run out for me. I'm off unemployment now. I can't collect any more unemployment. I've run out of the pandemic unemployment assistance, so I cannot collect any more unemployment. I do have some savings in the bank that I can live off of for a while. But I would, I really, I have to get back to work soon. And so that's going to require taking on probably a full-time job, maybe I can find a part-time gig programming, but, I'm going to have to get a full-time job. It's going to pull away from the show. So if you want to see us do this full-time, just share this out. If you're already contributing, don't contribute anymore. We're not going to be able to sustain it with just a few people contributing a ton of their money. I can't do that. I can't ask that from you. So what I'd rather do is get a whole bunch of people contributing just a few dollars a month. That's my preference. So I don't want anyone donating beyond, extending themselves beyond their means or doing too much. But I would, we do appreciate everyone that watches. If you can afford it, please sign up for our Patreon, become a Patreon member for as low as $1 a month. Just having more people on there, it's a social proof. People see it and they say, oh, wow, 100 people support the show. I feel like this must be something worth supporting. You see? So please, if you can't afford it, support us in that way for $1 a month. Seriously, just $1 a month. That's all I'm asking. Sign up on Patreon, patreon.com/radical democracy. Links are in the description box below. Hit that link. Just do it right now. Don't wait another second. Support independent Black left media. We need your help. Support democratic workplaces, democracy in the workplace, one worker, one vote here at Radical Democracy. Because of our Ko-fi supporters, we just ordered Tammy a new mic. And it's awesome. Not only were we able to order Tammy a new mic, but exciting news. I was also able, with that, with the funding that we got for it, I was able to also order a shock mount for for my mic and one of those boom arms. So I'm gonna have one of those arms that I can attach to the thing, and I can swing it around or whatever, and have my mic wherever, and a pop filter for it. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of an improved audio for me. Tammy will be able to join into the conversation. So I'm super excited for this. So thank you so much to everyone that contributed on Ko-fi. And as always, thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. We could not do this thing without you. So thank you to everyone. Awesome. And Tammy says, if you do want Discord access through Ko-fi, there's a quote product you can purchase, which is pay what you can starting at $5, and it will automatically send you an invite link that has a limited time limit. Okay, so yeah, so it will automatically send you an invite link that has a limited amount of uses and time limit. Okay, that's awesome. So that's awesome. That's perfect. Okay, perfect. So we appreciate that. Thank you for clarifying that, Tammy. So check that out and support us. And just another shout out. We got to give another shout out to X for that freaking tip yesterday. That was amazing. X dropped us $50. That stuff just, y'all blow my damn mind with that. Like, I can't even process that. I'm just blown away by that kind of support. I appreciate my comrades here so much. I appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of you. Like, it's incredible. You're incredible. Thank you so much to X for that. That was truly incredible. Simba, stop messing with the camera. Stop that, Simba. Come over here. Come hang out. Come on. Come say hi. Want to say hi, Simba? Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Come say hi. Up. You want to get up? Oh, he wants to get up on my lap. Oh, up. Oh, look at this boy. Look at this handsome boy. Look at this here. Look over here. Simba, look over here. All right. Look over here. Look over here. Like this. All right. Yeah, show them that face. Show them that handsome face. Oh, show them that handsome face. Look at that handsome face. Oh. I'm telling y'all, like we said earlier, nowhere, tell me where on the internet, all right? They got Joe Biden election coverage with leftist analysis and beautiful puppies, all right? Beautiful doggos, all right? You tell me where else you can find that in the world, all right? You ain't getting that on CNN or MSNBC or even TYT, damn it, all right? They ain't got no puppies on TYT, all right? You only get puppies here. Oh, look at Simba. Oh, I love him. Look at him. Look at this. Oh my gosh. He's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Mark. Mark McKeever says, beautiful pup. Look at that's you, Simba. That's you. Who's that? Who's that handsome boy? Oh, I love you. I love you. Okay. All right. Ben says, do you want to pull up Ben's comment, Tammy? Ben 2K says, I try to be with the 4 people in my living room as well as watching you. Awesome. Thank you, Ben. We appreciate it. Tell all of those 4 people that they need to subscribe to the channel, all right? Because if they're friends of yours, that means that they must enjoy stuff like this, Ben. So I want you to tell them all to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, go on their phones, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And if they can, support the show, patreon.com/radical democracy, of course. We got to spread the word, grow the community. Would love to have all of them here. We need more German correspondents. We love our German comrades over there. So would love to have them in here. You can also follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/radical democracy. So, all right, folks. We're gonna wrap things up about here. Ben 2K says, oh dear Lord, he or she is so cute. Yeah, it's a he, but who cares about gender anyways, right? But adorable. Simba is so sweet. And I've had Simba since he was 8 weeks old. I got Simba when he was 8 weeks old. I could carry him in one hand. I met him. Oh, Simba, get out of here with that. I met him when he was 6 weeks old for the first time. And then he's been in my life since he was about 7.5 weeks. Actually, we picked him up a little early because usually around 8 weeks is when they can separate from their mom. So, I've had Simba since he was 8 weeks old. I raised him, trained him. You don't see him all the time here because he's my ex and I got him together, and we're no longer together. Of course, we were together for 14 years, but we're no longer together. And so we still share custody of Simba. We're still, still friends and still share custody of Simba because you need Simba in your life. Once you have him in your life, you can't let him go. All right, you need Simba. So, okay, so Tammy corrects me, and I'm glad. Tammy says pets don't have genders or gender constructs that we are aware of. LOL. Just biological sex. Simba's a male pup. That's from Tammy. Thank you. So glad. Thank you for clarifying that. See, I still work on these things. I still got to understand these things. So, I feel like we impose gender constructs onto animals, though. I swear. So human beings, we have managed to impose gender constructs onto animals. So I call all cats she and I call all dogs he by nature, and it's not cool. But yeah, Simba's a great doggo. Simba is amazing. So glad to have him here, even if he was troublemaking earlier. So thank you to everybody for hanging out today. If anyone has any other comments or anything else they want to say, drop it in the chat before we go. Ask me anything. Like, seriously, y'all got any questions? Like anything y'all want to just shoot the shit about? We can chat. We can talk about whatever. Let me just check real quick to see if Joe Biden has made a statement so that we could check that out. You'd think by now he's come out and said something. Yeah, I'm not. President-elect Joe Biden released a statement after winning. Let me see if I can get that statement. Still, I don't see it. I'm not finding it. Not finding it so far. Let's see. Sorry, just trying to see if I can pull this up. They're claiming that there's a speech, but I'm not seeing it so far. Okay. Yeah, no. All right. So yeah, I don't think Joe Biden has come out and made a statement yet. So that's fine. All right. And welcome to all of our new Discord members. I don't know why. Oh, yesterday when I was doing the show, I closed the Discord because I was like, I don't want anything messing up the stream last night. Check out our episode from last night if you haven't watched already. I really enjoyed that episode. I got a lot off my chest and that felt good. So, oh, nice. Okay. And Kwame is working on creating the Race Fist Media Discord as well, which is awesome. I think he just set it up, which is cool. Oh, nice. Loving it. Okay, cool. Okay, nice. Welcome to the Discord, Jalarco Jones. Love to see you there. AKA Spagoni. I love that. Spagoni. As an Italian gentleman myself, that sounds awesome. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. So, Mark McKeever says, how has your opportunity with Tim Black helped you out so far? What have you learned? Yeah, so for one, I mean, it's just, I feel like it taught me just about the idea of doing these short clips and using them for social media. I've been doing, I take my show and then I clip it into sort of longer clips for YouTube, but I've now started to pull some shorter clips from my shows as well so that I can start to use those for social media. I pulled a bunch from the 2019 Poverty Report show, and I just haven't released those yet, but I do plan to release those. So it's helped me improve my own work in that way, where I'm going to start to hopefully, because what we've realized is that YouTube is completely suppressing our channel. So our channel is deeply suppressed. We do not get recommended out to new people. Like you are lucky if you find us. You are lucky right now if you find us. You just have to luck into it. And it's so difficult. So, we can just tell from the stats and stuff, we're getting, people are seeing us less than ever right now. And so it's really important to share the stream out for all of our supporters. Like if you can share the stream out, that helps a lot. So I think my video editing skills are improving for sure. The more I do it, I'm getting faster and faster. I'm able to pull more and more clips for them from every episode. So just being able to, just my familiarity with, I'm using Adobe Premiere and using that for video editing. And so it's increasing my technical skills with video editing for sure. And then also just getting sort of an inside look at how they manage their team, just, how they do their outreach, how they're structured. It's not Tim Black just doing everything himself. And that's what's, that's obvious to me, that I'm not going to be able to do this all myself. It's critical that we, bring other people into this cooperative in order to help support. Obviously, Tammy does everything that she can, but she's not being paid right now. She has other jobs that she has to do. And so eventually, either want to hire her or, bring her into the cooperative. I don't know if the word hiring is the correct term, but, have her join the cooperative officially and do some of that management for us. If that's something that she's interested, honestly, that's not the career that she desires. So I don't want to force that on her, only if that's something that she ends up being comfortable with. But other than that, we would have to find a sort of, production manager, a management, sort of senior management person to help coordinate like scheduling interviews, things like that, helping, grow the team, anything like that. I'm not good with that stuff. I really struggle when it comes to like doing that sort of outreach work. And so there's a few layers to why I struggle with it. I mean, one, I'm a slow writer. And so doing outreach through written communication isn't ideal for me. It's why I do the show, because I can talk a whole lot faster than I can type. And then also I have this like inherent, feeling of unworthiness to talk to people. And I think that's just like something that I've internalized as a Black person in America, is that I'm not really worthy. I don't deserve these people's time. And so it's something that I'm just, even though I'm aware of it, it still gets me. And I'm afraid to reach out to people because I feel like, oh no, I'm wasting these people's time. Even though I know, like, for some left politicians, they get no coverage from anywhere. And I do plan in the next cycle and beyond, I do plan on bringing on, true leftist socialist candidates onto the show, and to try to break my sort of the stigma and my fear around that. So, but I've seen I've gotten to see some of how they do that internally, and also to see how Tim Black operates, because he's incredible. And he's like, I mean, he's very responsive. We've had back and forth conversations. It amazes me for somebody who's as busy as he is, with as many, followers and subscribers, and his channel has like over 150,000 subscribers. I'm sure he's a busy dude, and to see him respond the way that he does is also very inspiring and encouraging. And so, that has been a really great experience for me. And then I just get a really deep look at his show, like at how he does his interviews. Oh no, Simba. Shit, Sim. Damn it. Oh no, Simba. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if you can still see video, but Simba just ripped out the cords of the video. I don't know if it's going to play. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I need to fix this. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but I got this. I'm going to fix this. I hope I'm going to fix this. I think I'm going to fix this. Sorry, y'all. Simba just... Oof. Ben said, "Woohoo, you're on a TV in Germany right now. That's awesome." I wish I was still on that TV, but Simba getting all fussy here. I should have had him go out and hang out with Tammy. That was a mistake to leave him in here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able. Yep. Nope. Pretty sure we're not going to be able to get video back, y'all. Sorry. I think we're going to have to end the show here, unfortunately, because, can't get video back up. So, darn it, Sim. Jalarco Jones says, I will start sharing and promoting. I wanted to make sure y'all were left enough. When you mentioned Tim Black last night, I was like, y'all good. Yep. I worked with Tim Black. So, we are left. I honestly believe I'm probably to the left of Tim Black. I'm certain. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tim. I love you. I appreciate you, brother. I am to the left of Tim Black without a doubt. So you have no yes. Dang, I really wish I could have got the video going back, y'all. Yeah, sorry. The reason that the video stuck is that my dog just unplugged the cable to the camera. Let me see. I'm gonna try one more thing. Hold on. Oh. Shit. Sorry, Simba. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Just seeing if I can get the camera working again here. Nope. Yeah, sorry, y'all. In order to get this camera going, I'm gonna have to restart. I'm gonna have to restart my thing. All right, y'all. I'll look at that face that it got stuck on too. Oh man, I have such a stupid face. All right, let me. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get the. I don't think we're gonna be able to get this this video working again. Good job, thank you, Tim. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, y'all. So this has just turned into a podcast, an audio podcast now. So we'll keep on, we'll Brian Do is like, Mark McKeever says your pup is still a star in my book. Thank you, Mark. He is, trust me, he is. I see Brian said, I can hear you, but the video is frozen on your look of horror as Simba does something. LOL. Yes, that was such a stupid face that it was stuck on. And Mark McKeever says, well, I've learned that Tim Black operates without a dog. Yes, indeed. And Simba was doing so good, but he's just a little fussy because he I think he's just thirsty. He just wants some water, and he was not getting the attention that he deserved. And I gave him some water midstream. I haven't drank any water since the start of Simba, so we're both even. Try one more thing here to see if I can get the video back up, but it is not looking good here. Yeah, not looking good. Yep. So just hit the like button, subscribe, share, y'all. I think we're gonna have to call it here, unfortunately, because of the technical difficulties here. I think we're gonna have to call it here. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out with us. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share. Let me actually drop this track for the end here, but thank you so much to everyone who joined. Feel free to drop some more comments. All right. Yeah, no, keep my stupid face off of there.
Well, I stopped it so you can put on the music thing.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Oh my god, he got the plastic.
Yeah. No, he's been fussing the whole time.
People you're talking about, they spent money on white women. They set up bars and they went playing pool and golf for $1,000 a hole, and they were known to make millions and millions when there wasn't no high taxes, and they were not hindered by white America. They were allowed to see the white America is completely closed all the doors on me. I'm not allowed to work in America, out of America. I was stopped right in my prime just when I started making money. So you can't compare me with nobody like that.
Me too, Ali. If you are brown, if you are indigenous, or if you are poor,
this system is rigged and it is worked to the core, and we gonna unbreak it. That's it. And that's all.
other kind of socialism that revolutionizes the workplace, brings democracy to the workplace for the first time.
So that's one way. And then the other thing is, in my more optimistic days, he's such a perfect endpoint of everything that is toxic and dysfunctional about the United States, about capitalism, about the 80s, that maybe this is the final sort of disgusting burst before we evolve or change to something better.
Talk about some things about why we need a new party. So I thought that'd be a good way to kind of do this. Why do we need a new party? We need a new party because both parties suck, John.
What are they talking about? Fortified. Are you fortified for the long run? Do you have your cemetery clothes on? Are you coffin ready to live and die for something bigger than you, like a fundamental transformation of a capitalist civilization?